Step into the vibe, oh yeah. Feel the rhythm rise high. We're living life, let's fly off tap life. Sky's the limit, no shy. Off tap life.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction request. If it's your first time, please consider subscribing and join the family. Absolutely love to have you guys. It is the crazy season. Not far now. Christmas is just around the corner. So I hope that you have gotten all your Christmas shopping and all that stuff out of the way, because guess what? You're running out of time. You're running out of time. Also, it may or may not be too late to get off the naughty list if you're already on there, so good luck with that. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and dive into this one here. This is a reaction request from Anonymous. Anonymous, what's up? How are you? Hope all is good in your hood, and season's greetings, all that delicious stuff. Anonymous wants to hear Madonna, Let It Will Be. Let It Will Be. Let It Will Be. Huh. I don't know if is that right? Let It Will Be? Let It Will Be. Okay, it's an interesting title. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Let It Will Be or Let It Be or Let Will It. I don't know, but that's what it says. So we're going to go with it. Let It Will Be. That's what it says. So without further ado, for me, Anonymous, and all of you, let's get off tap. Quickly, let's just take a moment to appreciate just Madonna longevity, dopeness, someone who's always operated at a freaking super high level. Like, it doesn't get more legit than freaking Madonna. Like, she is legit, the real deal, super awesome, incredible icon. One of the last left, you know what I'm saying? Like, of the icons, like that era's the big dogs. I don't think there's many left, and there's probably only a handful still performing too. So, you know, she's still performing and just freaking doing incredible things, man. Like, you know, dope. She's dope. She's dope. All right, let's let her keep, you know, people who are really comfortable in their skin. They're not afraid to express themselves. Ooh, that should be a song. But, you know, seriously, I love people who are not afraid to express themselves and just be who they are. You know, as a performer myself, as an entertainer myself, like, you know, when I go on stage and I do my thing, I like to be able to feel comfortable and feel like I'm at home on stage. And then that's where you actually can be who you are, because, you know, everyone who's come to the show, well, if you're performing your own show, concert, I mean, you could be on someone else's bill, but still, you know, when you're in this setting, when you know that everyone's there because of you, you know, you can just be you and be comfortable about it and not have to worry about anyone being like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Is she crazy or what? But that's one of the cool things about Madonna. She's always beat to her own drum, you know what I mean? She's always just done her own thing. She's always just freaking just represented, said what, did what, you know, just full free expression. And I think, like, to really take your music or your performance or whatever you're doing to that next level, you have to be able to tap into that. You really need to be able to tap into that freaking thing that makes you you, that special thing. Really get in that connection of, you know, your passion and your expression, and just allowing that to flourish just freely, man. Like, just let it flow, let it flow. And she does that very well. She does that very well. No holds barred. If it was a wrestling match, Madonna will be performing tonight, no holds barred. In other words, she's just going to go out there with no restrictions. All right, let's let her keep. I would appreciate, this is a banger, man. This song is absolute fire, dude. I love this vibe, dude. I absolutely love it. That's another thing. You know, she's just always managed to keep reinventing herself, you know, always staying relevant. You know, she didn't let herself become dated. She always made sure that she was on the cusp of what was hot, what was in, what was cool, what was not, You know what I'm saying? She just always been on top of the game. And that's how you have to do. Keep reinventing yourself. Make sure that you keep on keeping up with the Joneses. You know what I mean? Like she's just always been that person. A true leader. So Madonna is, man. Always on cutting edge, man. She's always just out in the front. Always in the front. Like you gotta respect that, dude. Gotta respect that. That kind of ended. Powerful 3 words, let it be. You know what I mean? And you can take that any direction you really want to take it. You can actually make that mean whatever you want it to mean, really, as it applies to you. What does let it be mean to you? By the way, I think the name of the song is Let It Be. I really do. But anyways, it makes more sense than let it will be. But, you know, you never know. People get creative. But let it be. Let's talk about it for a second. You know, in life, you know, there's so many things that, you know, it's kind of like a deeper feeling of, you know, like that no quit factor, if you will, you know, that's something inside of you that makes you just want to keep on keeping on no matter what, you know. And sometimes, you know, you have to come to terms with, you know, the reality that sometimes in life, no matter how hard you put like, you know, no matter how hard you go at something, no matter how much energy you put into something, no matter how much effort you put into something, that sometimes that you are going to come up a little short. You are going to have days where you're not able to get the job done. You're going to have your off nights. I mean, even the greats, you know, Kobe had some off nights. You know, LeBron James, I'm sure he had some off nights. I'm sure Michael Jordan had some off nights. Everybody who's anybody in life has had those off nights, those moments where no matter how much effort they put into it, they just couldn't get it done. And it just wasn't good enough. But you got to come to terms with that. You got to be willing to accept those moments and be like, you know what, I'm just going to let it be. Now, I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, I have not looked at the lyrics of this song. So if she's talking about something completely different, I apologize. But this is a reaction, and this is what I got from hearing her let it be and just doing her thing freely like only Madonna could do. You know, she's just in her own zone. And she's just free. And she's just like, I don't care what people think. Whatever, let it be. You know what I mean? And maybe I will fall flat in my face. Whatever, let it be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm me. Let it be. But I'm just saying, you know, like for me, when I think of those 3 words, this is definitely the thoughts that go through my head. You know, I'm like, I can't control everything. Some people are going to hate you in life. Some people are not going to like you no matter what you do. No matter what you do. Unexplainably, people will sometimes just look at you and suddenly have hatred in their heart for you. And you're like, what did I do? Like, I just existed. Unfortunately, that's a thing. It's a sad fact of life. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but it's true. So sometimes you have to come to terms with the good, the bad, the ugly, and you just got to let it be. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You got to realize that you can't control everything in life. You can't control every outcome. You can't always get things to, you know, be how you want it to be. And sometimes you just got to let it cook. You know what I'm saying? As well. Sometimes you got to just go with the flow. You just, in other words, let it be. You know what I mean? Just let it simmer, man. Let it be. Let it be what it is. It is what it is. That's one of my sayings I love to say. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, in these moments of life where you're confronted with something that seems like an impossible wall to climb over, or you're confronted with something that seems so ugly and so horrible that you just don't really know, like how you got yourself in that situation, how are you going to get yourself out of it? Because a lot of these times, you know, you're doing absolutely nothing, and then boom, you're just smacked with something crazy, right? In those moments, we find out what we're really made of. And when we're able to just kind of get past the BS of life and the ugliness, when we're just able to be like, just let it be. It is what it is. And just be able to move on past it. And we can kind of dig in deeper and find that next level, that next gear change, that inner strength, that little super little hidden power that we have way deep down in here. If we can find that and tap into it, then there's no stopping you. There's no stopping you at all. The sky is your oyster, And so I say to you, like when things happen and you feel like, crap, what do I do now? Like you throw your hands up in the air and just say, let it be. Like it is what it is. And then freaking keep moving forward. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it hold you down. Don't let it make you lose your way. Don't ever lose your faith. Hold on to it with everything you got. You know what I mean? Reminds me of a gospel song back in the day when I was, I remember the first time when I was a kid and, growing up in a gospel church, in a Baptist church. And there's a song called Faith, Faith, Faith. Well, it's probably called just Faith. But the hook, the chorus, faith, 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 for little faith. And the best thing about it is when it says, you don't need a whole lot. Just use what you got. Faith, 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 a little faith. And that's what you need sometimes, man. Sometimes you just gotta just let it be and just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna have that little bit of faith that some way, somehow, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. And again, these type of conversations are open to interpretation, right? Because, let it be it can mean a million different things depending on context. You know what I mean? I could completely, if I wanted to, and I'll give you an example. If I wanted to completely go against the grain, against what I just said, everything I just said, and be like, no, you don't want to let it be. Just for fun. I could literally just change the script right now and be like, no, never let it be. It's not good to let it be. You got to keep on keeping on and fighting for whatever you want. Don't just let it be. Don't accept it. Don't accept whatever that is as the outcome in the final countdown. And that's all, folks. No. Freaking you get back up on that horse and you ride again. Don't let it be. Fight. Don't ever let it be. See what I mean? You can really easily do that with what... anyways, but no, I feel like, y'all get what I'm saying. Anyways, let's talk about the music itself because, I'm talking about potentially the title of the song and 3 words that I kept hearing her freaking just belt out in the Madonna way and doing her dance that only she could do like freely. Again, that's why I said if you watch the video, this is why I'm going with this version of Let It Be as what it means to me. If you watch her performance, she seemed unrestricted. She was like, freaking let it be, dude. I don't care what anyone thinks. Like, if you don't like it, let it be. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, she just framed like she was like letting go. Just like let go of those negative attachments, dude. Like fears as a negative attachment. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it stop you from just getting out there and just freaking letting your hair loose and just freaking dancing like Madonna did in this whole freaking video. You know what I mean? She just let it be, dude. Let it be. And that's how you got to live your life. That's why I always say, what do I always say, class? Remember to live each moment to the fullest and to keep it off tap. Keep it off tap. In other words, man, let it be, dude. Just get out there. Just keep it off tap. Anyways, there was, I guess there was kind of, I feel like there's an old gospel hymn as well. Another one that just had let it be, dear Lord, let it be. But I don't remember what the other words of let it be was in that particular song, but something just let it be. Let it be. And I think there is some comfort in those three words, though. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. I really feel like there's comfort in those three words. You know, just let it be. And I think she did it in this video, in this performance. She just really let it be. She let it all out. She just freaking did her thing. You know, maybe also, you know, if you think about, you know, being Madonna, you can imagine some of the judgment and things that she might have got, you know, or people, you know, kind of pointing fingers or whatever and trying to pick her apart. And maybe that's a cry, an outcry of let it be. Freaking hell, dude, just let it be. Let me be me and do my thing. Just freaking, with all that crap you've heard, all that stuff, let it be, dude. Like, just stop, you know? But great song here, high energy. You know, we love that. We love that. We love that freaking, just bring on that dance freaking, just that pop, that kind of vibe with the full energy that just really gets you moving, your heart pumping. That's when you know you're alive, by the way, when your heart's pumping. Just saying, in case you were wondering. What if you're alive? Well, if your heart's still pumping, get out there and let it be. But yeah, look, great performer. Absolutely entertaining. You know, she knows how to freaking just absolutely keep you completely captivated. Your eyes are glued and you're just having a good time. That energy that she had in this performance, like, could you bottle that, please, and send some? Because holy, oh my gosh, dude. She's just completely found the solution for all Earth's energy issues. But yeah, guys, look, it's really, 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 really simple when it comes down to it. Is that as artists, it is art. You get it? It's kind of in the name. And expression and freedom of expression and creativity and being able to think out the box and be who you are and free to express yourself. I'm pretty sure she had a song called Express Yourself. But I don't know. Have I reacted to it? Don't think. Have I? I don't know. Anyways, if y'all want to see some more Madonna reactions, let me know in the comments below. Also, what does let it be mean to you? We heard what it means to me, but what does it mean to you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Share what let it be means to you. How do you apply those three words in your life? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And maybe I'll do a follow-up video talking about let it be. And we'll call it let it be. I don't know. Anyways, if not, I'll just let it be. It is what it is. But thank you guys for tuning in. Anonymous, thank you for another reaction request. And I hope that you have a very, very Merry Christmas. To all of you guys, season's greetings. The uploads will continue. The live streams will continue. I do have a Discord now. Link will be in the description, but it's a 7-day link, so I think it will expire. So just go and find Off Tap Life, I guess, in Discord. Search it. Maybe if it's past the 7-day, but you should be fine. Look for my latest video. That's probably the better way. Find my latest video, and every latest video, I guess I should just make sure I've got the latest freaking invite on there. I think that's the way to do it. Anyways, I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm just gonna let it be. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy yourselves. And as always, remember to live each moment to the fullest, to let it be, and to keep it off tap. Off tap.